Yes, well, here we are, boys. We're just at Barrack Creek, about 16 kilometres north of Marlborough, and we're just going, just looking at the front access to the property. Let's go in and have a look around the property. This is the homestead at Barrack Creek, and as you can see, there's a 4-bay car shed as well as a workshop beside the house. There's a nice big lounge and open plan living area, rumpus, whatever you'd like to use it for, and then 2 bedrooms go out over there, as you can see, and then this goes back into a workshop. The lounge and living area opens into a good sized kitchen and dining area, and well set up, nicely appointed. That then goes into a new master bedroom, and then down that hallway there goes down to the toilet and shower. There's a good set of cattle yards on Barrack Creek, very good solid set of timber cattle yards. As you can see there in the work area, good covered area, and runs back into plenty of yards for drafting and to work the numbers of cattle that run on the place. There's vet crush there, and also other spaying gear and so forth, and your branding cradle and all that sort of thing, all under a good roof there to keep everything nice and cool, and it's good height off the work area, and everything runs from there, of course, into the loading ramp. So very well put together. As you can see, a good 6-bay timber frame shed over there, walled on 3 sides, and front open to allow access, right beside the cattle yards, and good use. And remember that there's 4 bays over beside the house for parking vehicles, as well as a workshop over there beside the house as well. Although things are drying off around the area, we're on the 11th of August today, but by the same token, there's plenty of feed here, albeit dry, but with supplementary feeding, there's plenty of feed down here on the flats, just away from the homestead. These 2 tags here up at the sort of towards the back of the block, up in the Tableland Country, and from here water's pumped up to here, and then reticulates back down the hill, back to troughs and everything, back down along the different paddocks. Now, one of these tanks is open all the time for water, and the other one is kept in reserve in case one of the troughs gets a broken float or something, drains the tank. You get a full tank of water up your sleeve. This is shot a bit of the Tableland Country up in the back. We're just driving along the power line here at the moment. As you can see the towers there, and you can see the redder type soil now. There's wind cassia being planted and aerial seeded back through the trees here to make this country perform better, and it certainly has got a good hold on, and certainly getting better as it goes along. So just a good look at some of the back country. Just a bit more of a shot up in the Tableland Country. Now, this is one of the little trap yards, the paddocks they got, and then there's lanes run off this back down to the yards, or to the holding paddock and then to the yards. And of course the water from those tanks I showed you up the back there goes straight down past here, and water's out to the north of here as well. Another look at this paddock with the reclaimer roads in it, and seca. You can see it's getting a good start away there. Just looking here now at the country, which runs away from the back of the yards and back of the homestead, and runs down. As you can see, a lot of grasslands has been put out down there, and also too a lot of the treatment. Very good heavy country down there, a lot of balar down through that country, and looking back out up towards the back of the block there. And then when we come around here, we come around and that's the yards and the shed behind the yards, and of course the homestead over there as well. Just looking out to the southwest, of the homestead here, and just going to go up and show you this new paddock up here, where it's all been cleaned up and tidied up over the creek there. And as you can see, carrying a good body of feed for this time of the year. Now this is a paddock here, buyers, that basically has been done with grasslands. Give it its 5 years with grasslands and knocked down and tidied up, and then it's been raked, and it's ready now to be developed for pasture and brought into some new pasture. And that runs back. That's the creek just back and behind us there, and this is to the south end of the southern end of the block. Just once again looking back across that paddock that's been tidied up. It's a good sized paddock, and as I said to you, I'm going to now go across this creek here, and I'll show you the other side of the creek, which can be done the same with and turned into a paddock ready for development of pasture. And just looking here, buyers, you can get a good idea of what I'm saying, that as you look across this piece here, just a bit of light raking and setting up, and you'd have the same sort of paddock as we've just come out of on the other side of the creek. Look at that country, just that timber just there, that's all blah. So it's good heavy soil, it'll certainly grow a good pasture. And then as you go from this top end up here, it runs back down towards the creek, and that creek's got some real good heavy soil, and certainly would suit a lot of areas down there, would suit pondage. Good level flat areas with just the right amount of slope to suit pondage. The pondage that you'd be able to get on this place, you'd probably end up with about, I would say in the long term, anywhere between 350 to upwards to 400 acres of good pondage over a period of development. So there you are, buyers. That's Barrack Creek. It's a damn good little block. A little bit of rough country on it, but quite a bit of good country that can be developed into something worthwhile. Give me a call. I'd love to bring you and show you this property. Talk to you soon.